Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a beautiful young woman named Lucy. She was 20 years old, with sparkling green eyes and long, golden hair. Lucy's family, though poor, was content. They lived in a small, humble cottage, surrounded by nature's beauty, and shared a bond of love that made them feel rich in ways that money could never provide. Lucy's heart was full of dreams, especially a dream of a life different from the one she lived. She loved reading, especially books about faraway places and exciting adventures. In the quiet moments, she often imagined herself exploring the world beyond the village. One day, while at the village market, Lucy's life changed forever. There she met a young man named Daniel. He was tall, handsome, and had a warm, inviting smile. Daniel came from a wealthy family. His father owned a grand house on a hill, with sprawling land that seemed to stretch on forever. Daniel's parents were well known in the village, and their family lived in a world of luxury. Despite this, Daniel was kind and down to earth, and he quickly became fond of Lucy. As they spent more time together, they grew closer. They took long walks through the fields, exploring the beauty of nature. They talked about everything: life, dreams, and hopes. Lucy shared her wishes for a brighter future, and Daniel spoke of the responsibilities that came with his family's wealth. As their friendship blossomed, so did their feelings for each other. One afternoon, as they stood by the river, Daniel turned to Lucy and said, Lucy, I love you. Will you marry me?" Lucy's heart skipped a beat. Tears of joy filled her eyes as she replied, "Yes, Daniel, I love you too." They embraced, dreaming of a future together, filled with happiness and love. But soon, reality set in. Daniel's parents did not approve of Lucy. They felt she was not worthy of their son's love. "Lucy is from a poor family," Daniel's mother said. "She is not the kind of woman you should marry." His father agreed, adding, "You need to marry someone who is from a family with money and status." Daniel was heartbroken. He tried to explain to his parents that Lucy was kind, loving, and a good person, but his words fell on deaf ears. "If you marry Lucy, we will no longer support you," they warned. Daniel didn't want to lose his parents, but he couldn't bear the thought of losing Lucy either. He tried to reason with them, but they remained firm. As the days passed, the pressure on Daniel grew, and soon, Lucy heard about the trouble their love had caused. She loved him deeply, but she knew that her love alone could not solve the conflict between him and his parents. "Maybe it's best if we let go," she told him, trying to spare him from the pain of choosing between his love and his family. "I don't want to make your life more difficult." Daniel was devastated, but he understood. "I will always love you, Lucy. But I don't want to lose you." Even as they agreed to part ways, they promised to remain friends, to never forget each other. Time passed, but their love didn't fade. They both moved on with their lives, but the memory of their time together stayed with them. Lucy continued to help her family. She worked hard, helping with the household chores and looking after her parents. Though she felt the pain of unfulfilled dreams, she never gave up on kindness and hope. Daniel, too, moved on, but his heart never stopped longing for Lucy. His life in the city became successful. He learned many new skills and became a strong, capable man. Still, Lucy was always in his thoughts. He sent letters to her, telling her about his life and asking about hers. Lucy wrote back, telling him of her simple life in the village. They shared their joys and sorrows through letters, but neither could forget the love they once had. Years passed, and one day, a letter came from Daniel. He wrote to say that he was coming back to the village. Lucy's heart raced with excitement, but she tried not to get her hopes up. When Daniel arrived, they hugged each other tightly. Their love had never really gone away. "I missed you, Lucy," Daniel said, his voice full of emotion. "I never stopped loving you." They spent hours talking, reminiscing about the past and discussing their futures. But there was still the issue of Daniel's parents. What about them? Lucy asked, uncertain if they could ever be together without their approval. Daniel smiled and said, I've saved money. I don't need their approval anymore. I want to be with you, Lucy. Lucy was torn. She loved Daniel, but she didn't want to cause any more trouble for him. After much thought, she agreed to marry him, even though it would not be easy. They had a small ceremony, just the two of them and their closest friends. Daniel's parents did not attend, but they both knew their love was stronger than any obstacle. They moved to the city together, starting a new life. They faced many challenges, but their love kept them strong. They worked hard, built a life for themselves, and found happiness in each other's company. Daniel and Lucy had children, and as they raised them, they taught them the importance of love, kindness, and never giving up on what truly matters. Years went by, and Lucy and Daniel grew old together. Their love remained steadfast, and their bond never weakened. They had built a beautiful life, full of love, laughter, and the joy of family. They looked back on their journey with gratitude, knowing that they had overcome so much together. And so, Lucy and Daniel lived happily ever after, with hearts full of love and lives full of meaning. They knew that true love, even when tested by time and circumstance, would always triumph in the end. The end. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.